Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay tuned for the morning announcements.
Good morning, Douglas. Today is an A Day. FDH Talent Show auditions will be held on Monday, March 9th at 3:30 in the auditorium. Douglas is working on renewing the free breakfast and free lunch grant. Please make sure you have filled out this year's lunch forms. Forms can be found in the front office.
If you enjoy cooking, the Kentucky Farm to School Junior Chef Competition may be for you. This is a statewide high school cooking competition designed to offer youth the opportunity to learn valuable skills in recipe development, food preparation, marketing, public presentation, organization, teamwork, and community involvement. Please contact Ms. Jones if you are interested in competing in the competition. Interested teams should register by March 15th. Are you interested in learning about the programs and student opportunities at Johns Hopkins University? If so, save the date of March 19th for their Lexington informational meeting. The event will be held at Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School at 7 p.m. Future Colonials are invited to Eastern Kentucky for the upcoming College of Health Science Preview Days. The Preview Days will be held on March 18th. Interested students may register online at the link below. Mr. Hanton wants to remind his BCTC students that they are taking the midterm today during A2. Please come to his room. Stay tuned for Mr. Diaz.
Good morning, Broncos. It is National Read an eBook Month, and today I've got a remix of a classic for you. If you love Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, or maybe you don't, because as my son would say, it's a boring British people book, but you like a good love story, check out Pride by Evie Zoboy. This remix takes place in modern-day Brooklyn, and Zuri Benitez is watching her block get gentrified. She's struggling with what this new identity means and struggling with who she is, and then Darius Darcy moves in across the street, and she's got to figure out how she and this bougie new guy who moved into her neighborhood are going to get along. If this strikes your fancy, go ahead and check it out via our online catalog.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great day to be a Bronco. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Busy weekend here at the farm with the lacrosse game, and we were hosting several different activities. We had the Fame Awards in the cafeteria. Another great day at Saturday school with a lot of kids getting makeup work done, a lot of kids reassessing, a lot of great teaching, a lot of great learning. Very proud of the students that showed up and the teachers that worked diligently to help those students get caught up and make sure all the gaps in their instruction are filled before we continue on with the remainder of the semester. I want to ask you to please make sure you're getting to your classes on time. Make sure that you are being respectful, responsible, using appropriate language, appropriate electronics, and that you are on task. Have your badges on. That's part of our dress code. Do a good job with your badges. Guys, this is what we've been working towards the entire school year. When we do mastery prep and we do ACT prep during advisory, we have been working towards our ACT. We're going to take the ACT tomorrow. And the truth is, folks that don't know you will judge you based on the information that they have. And this ACT score will go on a transcript and will be logged in your records for the next 100 years. That's how long we keep transcripts on file. So do your best tomorrow. Do your best. Several things. Make sure you get a good night's rest. Make sure you understand the test-taking strategies that we've been teaching you throughout the school year. Make sure that you charge your Chromebooks. Make sure that you bring your Chromebooks. The ACT will be online from here on till forever. That's just a transition that they're making, and we are the first to jump on board. We have the internet and we have the Wi-Fi. We have the Chromebook capability to do so. So it makes it easier on us to start that initiative right now. So please do a good job with that. This morning we're going to transition at about 8:45. We're going to transition to your test site. And what's going to happen is the seniors, you're going to have a unique opportunity tomorrow to job shadow. But in order for you to job shadow, you have to turn in your job shadowing form. So the seniors are going to report to the auditorium this morning at 8:45 when I make the all call on the PA to transition and get your job shadowing forms or get your job shadowing forms turned in. That's very important. Juniors and sophomores, you're gonna go to your test site. Your teachers got an email this morning with everybody's test site, a document that looks like this. Make sure, guys, that you know exactly where your test sites are. And the teachers are gonna help you identify that. For most of us, it's our advisory class, so it's easy for most of us. But for several of us, because of the restrictions within ACT and how many people can test and how many spaces and the size of the table, it's crazy how many restrictions ACT has. For some of us, we have to bounce around a little bit and make sure we get to where we're going. Freshmen, you're gonna stay in your advisory class when we transition to your test site. So freshmen, you're gonna stay in your advisory class. There's about a few exceptions. If you are a second year freshman, you do have a different classroom. You're either gonna be in A109 if your last name is A through H. If your last name is J through W, you're gonna be in the orchestra room for your test tomorrow. The thing about ACT is it looks at what you are classified as in Infinite Campus. So if you're a junior that's trying to graduate early, if you're classified as a junior, you're required to take the ACT as well. So just be very clear on where you're supposed to be and where you're supposed to go. I have a message from our technology department. I'm sure you've been made aware, and we've sent several emails out as a district regarding the coronavirus. The technology department does not want you to share earbuds. They don't want you to share phones. They don't want you to share Chromebooks. They want you to keep your personal stuff for the purpose of keeping the germs and sharing the germs down. So do a good job with that. Again, I'm gonna make an all call here in about 11 minutes, 12 minutes, and I'm gonna ask you to transition to your test sites. So for these next 10 minutes, I would like the advisory teachers to inform the students in their advisory where they're supposed to go. Boys and girls, if you don't know where you're supposed to go, please, please, please ask your teacher after the morning announcements. Today's a big day. We're gonna get back to our regular schedule as soon as advisory is over, and tomorrow's huge. Tomorrow, we anticipate that the test will start at 8:45, and we anticipate that the test will end at 12:16. At 12:16 tomorrow, we will transition to our third block class. We'll have first lunch, second lunch, third lunch, fourth lunch like normal. The times will be adjusted a little bit. I sent that to the teachers already, but everyone's gonna have their regular lunch, and we'll be back on regular schedule. I'm Lester Diaz, your principal, and that's all the announcements I have for you today. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you in this capacity.